The inaugural Whau Pacific Festival will be held from Saturday 24th of October until Saturday 31st, starting at Archibald Park, Kelston, 4 p.m. During the week, music workshops at Avondale Library, Friday the 30th, block party and 3-on-3 basketball on 3 Hugh Brown Road, New Lynn. Choir competition at Liberty Church, Langsford Cres, Avondale. Whau Pacific Festival is brought to you by Waiata Artists Trust, Whau Community Board, Best Pacific Education, PIMA, PITV, Roots. For more information, email waiata.trust@gmail.com. You are all invited from the 24th to the 31st of October, Whau Pacific Festival.
Coming up next on The Beat Goes On, we say a big hello to Ruby Manukia-Schaumkel. Ruby is Tongan and an elected member of the Whau Local Board here in Auckland. Ruby has some exciting news about the new Pacific Festival starting this Saturday. Ruby Manukia-Schaumkel, welcome to The Beat Goes On. And aren't I a very clever man to get that, quite a long name there, isn't it? Manukia-Schaumkel.
That's
Now,
right.
shall we explain to our viewers, Ruby, that there's a German element there and there's a Tongan element. The Manukia is the Tongan part, which is your name, and you're married to a Mr. Schaumkel.
That's right.
Wow. So, but I'll also tell our viewers that you're part of the Whau Local Board, and there's 21 local boards in Auckland, and
Yes.
Whau is one of them, but you're having something quite exciting, a new Pacific Festival.
That's right.
Wow.
I'm happy to promote the first ever Whau Pacific Festival, which is different from the Pacifica
Pacifica one, yeah, which is well known, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
right. That's usually held in Western Springs. But this one is not so far off. It's in West Auckland. It'll be held in Avondale. And it's the first one because it's really important. The Whau ward is very diverse in its communities, and we already hold about 59%. So we thought it was really important to have a festival to really...
All things Polynesian.
All things Polynesian, and
Yeah.
not just Polynesian. The whole idea of the festival is that we are a Pacific island, and we're all Pacific associated or affiliated in some way or another, which is why we haven't called it a Whau Pacifica Festival, but a Whau Pacific Festival, because we live on a big island, so that's the whole idea behind the festival.
So what's the point of difference? Some people might say, well, we've already got a Pacific Festival, why would we need another one? But there's a reason behind it.
Yes, well, we have already had a Chinese New Year festival in the Whau ward, and this will be our first Whau Pacific Festival. It'll be different because the Pacifica Festival has cultural items and foods, but with this festival it's about culture and arts and also a choir competition. So that will bring people's different talents. So it's beyond food and culture, it's about arts and music.
And it's a big area you're going to cover. Let's look at it. All of Avondale, New Lynn,
Yes?
Henderson?
No.
No, Henderson's not in. Okay, New Lynn.
Kelston?
Kelston, well, that's pretty big. Yeah.
Blockhouse Bay?
Blockhouse Bay, huge.
New
yeah.
Windsor?
New Windsor,
New Lynn?
New Lynn,
Rosebank?
Rosebank,
And Avondale. So that's approximately a total population of over 80,000.
80,000. And it's going to be held whereabouts in Avondale?
It's going to be held, the introduction, which is a flotilla of wakas, that will be held in Kelston at Archibald Park on the 24th of October.
Which is next week?
Which is next week.
Well, this week, in fact, because this is Monday night, the 19th, isn't it?
That's right, yes.
So this
So
week.
it'll just be next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
So there are a variety of events in between that, with a workshop at the library, local library in Avondale, which portrays music workshops. And also there will be a basketball game with Pacifica coming together and challenging each other with basketball and sports. But it'll also wrap up with a choir competition that will be held at the Liberty Church in Avondale itself.
A choir competition.
That's right.
Well, the Pacific Islands, boy, do they love their choirs and their churches, don't they?
That's
so
right.
This is going to be a humdinger, isn't it?
It's going to be a big event because Pacific people are so good at music, particularly with choir within churches, and so we thought we would focus on choirs because people could bring in their brass bands or other equipment, but it's all just about Pacifica coming and showcasing their music talent.
Now, Ruby, how did you get involved in politics? You're a young woman with everything going for you in this world, but why get into the hurly-burly world of politics? What attracted you to politics?
I think it started off with my grandfather. He was a elected council person in the island of Ewa. So it's
in Tonga.
Tonga. So it started from there, and I've always been interested in politics. I lived in the United States for 12 years, and I was always very interested in what was occurring in the country. So I think it was mainly out of interest, and I always like to keep up to date with current events and affairs, and also I have a passion for helping our communities.
Well, I watch the American politics. I love it. I'm a Donald Trump man, unfortunately. I hope you are. I don't know whether you are or not, but I bet you do keep an interest in American politics after spending 12 years there.
I do. I have dual citizenship, so I also have children who were born in the United States, so I have a great interest in that. And I do like Donald Trump because I find him exciting.
Yeah, I do.
You need people like that in politics, and I think New Zealand should follow that same trend.
Now, what an exciting time to be elected. I mean, 7 members, are you the first Tongan that's been elected, a Tongan woman that's been elected for one of the local boards? Or
yes, actually.
Is this a normal thing?
Actually, I'm the first Tongan elected woman onto a local board.
Congratulations,
Thank
that's
you.
wonderful. So let's go over it for our viewers just before you finish once again. As part of the Whau, W-H-A-U, local board.
Yes.
You and how many councillors involved? How many councillors in a local board? About
there's 7 of us in the local board, 7 elected.
You all been elected, yeah.
Yes.
And you all came together and said, let's have a Pacific Festival.
Well, let's just say that I was the local board member that initiated the idea because of my Pacific background, and I, with the other board members' support, everyone voted. That it was a good idea.
And once again, Ruby, starting at what time at Archibald Park in Kelston, isn't it?
Yes, it'll start at 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it's in the evening.
Sounds great.
Sounds great. So you could do whatever you want on a Saturday, take the kids out to the park or sports, and then just turn up to the opening launch of the first Whau Pacific Festival, Archibald Park, Kelston.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. And I hope if it's a big success, it'll be a yearly thing.
Yes, if it's a big success, we do want it to be a yearly thing, and and hopefully it can get bigger. So it just depends if we get the support for it, and if there's funding for it next time. But we do definitely want to keep our Pacific communities engaged. Well,
you've got the support of The Beat Goes On. I think it'll be a great weekend.
Thank you.
Ruby, thanks for coming and seeing us today.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The inaugural Whau Pacific Festival will be held from Saturday 24th of October until Saturday 31st, starting at Archibald Park, Kelston, 4 p.m. During the week, music workshops at Avondale Library, Friday the 30th, block party and 3-on-3 basketball on 3 Hugh Brown Road, New Lynn. Choir competition at Liberty Church, Langsford Cres, Avondale. Whau Pacific Festival is brought to you by Waiata Artists Trust, Whau Community Board, Best Pacific Education, PIMA, PITV, Roots. For more information, email waiata.trust@gmail.com. You are all invited from the 24th to the 31st of October, Whau Pacific Festival.